Hello folks and welcome back to another tutorial. Let's begin. For this design, I will use a document size of 4000 width by 2500 pixels height at 300 dpi. I create a gradient with an orange and yellow colors. Also, I create a sunrise shape with the custom shape tool. In case that you don't have those shapes, click in this menu and then Legacy Shapes and More to install it in your computer. Go to Window, Shapes, and there you will open the Shapes panel. So, in the Shapes panel, search Sunrise or enter the name Registration, because that's the name it has in this case. You can search any shape by the name. I select that shape and zoom out, then I click in the canvas to create the shape. I take the stroke off, then I change the color to white. Also, I rename the layer. I will disable this layer because this is for use it in the end final design. I drag the box, then I scale it and reposition it a little bit. I will be creating shadows for the box. I create a new layer, and I name it Shadow. Then I take the brush tool with black color and 0% hardness. I modify the roundness, so I have an ellipse brush. I make some adjustments to the brush. I press and I hold the Shift key, while I click to make a straight brush line. The purpose of this line is to make one of the box shadows. I transform the shadow line, then I reposition it in the front of the box. I take the erase tool to delete some parts of the shadow, so it can fit better. I have lowered the opacity of the eraser tool to 48%. I duplicate this shadow, and I place it to the box left side. And I do the same. I select the two shadows layers and I merge them by pressing Ctrl or Command E. I will create a second shadow. For this, I make right-click in the empty area of the layer to bring up the Layer Styles dialog box. I click on Drop Shadow. And you can follow my settings. Right-click in the layer, then select the option Create Layer. If you get this message, just click OK. Now, the shadow that I have created is in a separated layer, so we can manipulate it. Ctrl or Command T, I press and I hold Shift, and also I click in the middle to scale it. Then now, right-click and select Skew. Try to fit the shadow as better as you can. I go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I will enter 32 pixels. I lower the opacity a little bit. and I will create a layer mask. I take the gradient tool with a black and white colors. I click and drag to reduce this shadow in the front part. And there I have that shadow. I will say something about shadows. When you create shadows in general, keep in mind that you need to see from where is your light source coming from. In this case I have decided to make the shadow here, which means that the light source is coming from the back. But if the light is coming from here, in the front for example, then you need to create your shadow in the back. So, with that said, let's continue. I put the box and shadow layers inside a group, and the background and sunrise in another folder group. I will make selections to the box ears and duplicating it by taking the magic wand tool. And also I will make a selection to the box hole by using the pen tool. This is for deleting some parts of the products as required, but will not apply to all. Now I press right click, then make selection. Automatically a selection will be created. I have those layers to make selections when necessary. Now, let's begin by placing the objects in the box. Feel free to place the objects in whatever order you like. I will make a selection to the box hole, so I can delete the part below of the desktop computer tower. I'm skipping a little bit this process. Basically what I'm doing is placing the products here as you can see. I'm creating layer masks to some of them and deleting some parts. Do that depending on how you place the products and your needs. I group the objects all in one folder, then I create empty layers below and sum the objects for the shadows. Now, I will start paint some shadows. I will also create gradient overlay in some objects by using the layer styles. And that is to give a more depth to it. We have some shadows. Now let's create a text to put it in the box. I take my type tool and I will type the mystery box. I convert it into a smart object. I press Ctrl or Command T to free transform. I make right click and I select Distort. I want to put the text in perspective in this area. I grab the points to fit that part area by distorting the text and using the box as reference. Now, I scale it. I bring up the Layer Styles dialog box for this text, but I will use the blending options. Here in this part that says Blend If, take this slider and move it to blend better the text with the box. But press Alt or Option to divide that slider, and that make a smooth transition in the blend. You can do that with any of these sliders. And now, see the text that is better blended. I duplicate the mystery box layer, and I do the same but for the front of the box. Distort, then I click on the points to fit the text in that part of the box. In the box folder, I click on the box ears layer, then I Ctrl or Command click to load a selection. I select the front box text layer and I click in the layer mask icon. Now, I need to inverse that mask. I press Ctrl or Command I for inverse the mask. I bring also my Irving-Design logo. You can place your own, any other text or graphic. I scale it and also, I will distort the logo. Reposition it as better you like. Then I use the Blend If option as we did previously. The Blend If helps to get a more realistic look. Now, I will enable the sunrise that we have created by clicking on the layer eyeball. Then I lower the opacity. And there you have it. I hope you like this tutorial. Subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next video.